Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I just want to start off by apologising that the lighting is not it today. If you're in the UK, you will know there's been a massive heat wave and it's just so bright outside and I'm way too hot to set up the ring light, so this will have to make do. Anyways, in this video I'm going to talk about why thirst traps are killing your Instagram in 2026. If your entire Instagram strategy is thirst traps, so sexy photo after sexy photo, the whole subscribe for more, you are essentially on borrowed time. And I don't mean that you're shadow banned, I mean you're going to or risking being permanently banned. The thirst trap strategy did work for years, like don't get me wrong, it was a really good strategy and it worked so well that a whole generation of creators built their entire playbook around it. Post the spicy photo, get the reach, get the follows, convert to subscribers, rinse and repeat. And that playbook is actually dead in 2026. And most creators are still running it because nobody's told them that the game has changed. So the purpose of this video is I want to explain to you exactly why thirst trap only strategies are now basically a fast route to permanent ban, and why you can't just start over anymore when it happens, and essentially what to post instead, including how to actually use suggestive content safely on your feed and how to keep your link on stories without getting the story pulled down. I run accounts obviously for a living. I have a OF agency and this is what I'm doing right now to keep all of my creators safe. But let's roll it back to 2020 all the way through to 2023, because the just post thirst traps whole strategy was actually the correct move for a while, especially in that time period. Instagram's enforcement systems were less sophisticated. Suggestive content that didn't cross the explicit line was allowed to run. The algorithm rewarded it because it drove engagement, so likes, comments, saves, and Instagram wasn't punishing accounts for the underlying business model. Obviously, if you remember back a few years ago, all the influencers posting really sexy pictures would get a lot of attention and a lot of engagement, and that is why it got pushed. And crucially, if you did get banned in that time period, the recovery was quite easy. You could just do a new email, new Instagram account on the same phone with the same SIM card. You'd be back up in an afternoon with a fresh, completely new account. And half the girls in our space had 2 or 3 burner accounts running at any given time as a backup. So the strategy was really simple: post aggressive thirst traps to maximize reach, convert the traffic fast, and if the account got banned, shrug it off and start again on Monday. That was literally the game, and it worked very well, and it made a lot of girls a lot of money. But it's not just broken anymore, it's actually a really dangerous game. Everything about that whole strategy has flipped on its head. So the main thing is Instagram's detection has caught up. Instagram's classifiers have improved dramatically. They can now identify suggestive content patterns without needing explicit nudity. So bra and panties content, lingerie shots, bed poses, cleavage forward framing. This system reads all of it as adult content signaling now, even when nothing technically violates the guidelines. Something as well I just want to quickly mention: Instagram actually uses a lot of AI to take down posts, so a lot of the time it will get it wrong. So if the AI sees something could be risky, it could get taken down, but like a human might not have taken it down, which is why when you appeal it, most of the time you do get it back, obviously if you haven't crossed boundaries. And they don't also measure just like individual posts, they measure the account as a whole. An account where 80% of the feed is suggestive gets flagged as an adult content funnel, even if no single post breaks a rule. The whole vibe of the profile is the trigger, essentially. The ban is now so much harder to recover from. And here's the part most creators haven't caught up on: you cannot just start over anymore. That is not how it works. Meta now bans the device. So not just at the account level, so same phone, same SIM, same Wi-Fi, same behavioral fingerprint, same ban. No matter how many new emails you make, you can create a new Instagram account, log in on your banned device, and watch that new account get disabled within hours or days, probably maximum a week. To actually start fresh, you need a new phone, a new SIM, a new IP address, a new Gmail, and enough separation that Meta's system doesn't link the new account back to the banned one. That's hundreds of pounds and days of setup work, and some creators can't afford that hit. So some just quit at that point, or they just move to other social media platforms. And to be honest, the reach was never worth what people thought. Even in that era where the thirst traps did get reach, the conversion was worse than people realised. Thirst trap only accounts pull in low quality followers, bots, throwaway accounts, and guys who follow every hot girl on the app. High follower count, terrible engagement, minimal conversion to actually paying subscribers. The girls making real money in this space in 2026 have accounts that look like normal creator accounts with a spicy edge, not adult accounts with a personality layer bolted on top. The distinction really, really matters. And there's something else I've never seen anyone talk about, ever. But there's this thing called stacked removal factors. So this is something, like I said, no one has ever explained before. This is the most important part of this entire video, so make sure to pay attention. Because most creators think that Instagram's content rules like a checklist, like, is nudity showing? No. Am I in underwear? Yes, but it's technically a bikini. Am I okay? Yes. But that is not how the system works. That will be your first mistake. Instagram's classifier assigns risk scores to individual signals in a photo. So each signal on its own might be totally fine, like a bikini is fine, being on a bed is fine, biting your lip is fine, cleavage is fine. But the system stacks these signals, and once the combined score crosses a threshold, your post is going to get suppressed or removed. Once your account has too many high score posts, that's when you start getting restricted, or you'll see the orange ticks in your account status saying your account cannot be shown to non-followers. Once you're restricted for long enough, that is when you'll get banned. So I want to give you some examples of stacked factors. So take a bikini photo standing on a beach, smiling at a camera in daylight. That is low risk. All the individual signals are neutral because the context is holiday. So take the same bikini, but this time you're lying on a bed, you're biting your lip, you're looking up at the camera. Individually, obviously, like I said, bed is fine, bikini's fine, biting your lip is fine. But them stacked together, every single signal is now sexually coded, and the classifier reads that as adult content, even though technically nothing has changed about what you're wearing. Another one, lingerie photo standing in front of a bathroom mirror, hair up, doing a getting ready pose. Medium risk, obviously lingerie is a bit of a sticky one, but the getting ready context softens it, but you have the same lingerie on a bed, hand between your legs, mouth slightly open. The score literally triples even though you're wearing the exact same outfit. So it is about how you frame the picture as well. You can wear whatever you want, bikini, lingerie, crop tops, whatever. What you can't do is stack the sexual signals on top of the outfit. Facial expression, pose, location, framing, each one adds to the score. And when 3 or 4 stack, the post is dead or going to get removed. So neutral face and suggestive outfit, fine. Suggestive face, neutral outfit, fine. Suggestive face, suggestive pose, suggestive location, suggestive outfit, instantly flagged. The safest posts show one spicy element with everything else neutral. The most dangerous posts are there stacking them. And that is something I've never heard anyone talk about, and that is something you should definitely take into consideration when creating your content for Instagram and all social medias as well, but Instagram being the main one. So how to post suggestive feed content safely. You don't have to go fully wholesome, that's not what I'm saying. You just have to think about your feed as a mix. So rule 1, the context is the shield. A bikini on a beach or by a pool or on holiday reads as travel content. Same bikini in your bedroom reads as adult content. The bikini isn't the problem, the context is. Lingerie in a getting ready for a date context reads as fashion content. Lingerie posed on a bed reads as adult content. Same underwear, completely different score. So before you post anything suggestive, you need to ask yourself, what is the excuse for this photo? What is it actually of? And if the honest answer is me being hot for the camera, then the classifier will read it the exact same way. If there's a real context behind it, like travel, going out, getting ready, working out, cooking, any of those things, the post is going to get that huge protective buffer. Then we have rule 2, personality has to show through. Your photos need to have you in them, not just your body. A face doing a real expression, laughing, smirking, looking annoyed, looking away, reads as a personality post. A face doing a flat, camera-ready, sexy expression is going to read as adult content. The girls who survive in the space long term have feeds where you can tell what kind of person they are just from the photos alone. The girls who get banned have feeds where every photo is interchangeable with every other girl posting in the exact same pose. Like, if you just look like a hot girl, a hot Insta model, that is not the vibe you want to be going for. Personality is the moat, and it's also a safety layer. Instagram reads personality forward feeds as creator accounts and protects them. It reads faceless, expressionless, body-only feeds as adult funnels and suppresses them. Rule number 3, feed mix. Roughly for every one suggestive post, you want 2 or 3 neutral posts around it. Selfies, food, outfits with personality, moments from your day, screenshots of things you've been sent, dumps of random photos. Your suggestive posts become the punctuation of the feed, not the sentence. The neutral content between them tells Instagram that your account is a normal person's account with occasional spice, not an adult funnel with occasional filler. Next thing I want to talk about are Instagram stories, because a lot of people come to me and they say that their Instagram stories have been taken down, especially when people post their link. So I want to go through how you can keep your link alive and make sure you're consistently posting on your stories without them getting taken down. Stories are where most creators get their link pulled from because they're doing the wrong thing on the wrong story. Here's the rule that I run across every single account I manage. You do not put your link on the spicy story. That's it. Like if you remember anything from this part of the video, do not put your link on the spicy story. So we call it the 2-story method. Story 1, the thirst trap. Correct context, safe framing, 1 suggestive element only. No stacking like I mentioned above. This story does not have a link. It might have a caption that can hint at more, but no clickable link, no call to action button, no swipe up or any of that. Story 2, a completely neutral photo, so of the sky, your food, your dog, a candle, an outfit shot of just the shoes, something Instagram's going to read as zero risk essentially, and this story has the link. So for example, for this one you could do a bikini photo on a beach smiling, and then this one you could do a photo of just the beach without you in it. And the classifier scans each story independently, so a link on a low risk story gets left alone. A link on a suggestive story gets the whole story pulled, or can get the whole story pulled down, and sometimes the account flagged too. The click-through rate on the neutral story link is basically the same as it would be on the spicy story. Because your audience saw the spicy story right before it, the narrative is get them hot, then park the link somewhere safe. They're still clicking through. The buying intent does not disappear in the 2-second gap between both the stories, and that obviously keeps everything safe, so it's worth doing. So what kills stories the fastest? Link stickers with suggestive text on them, so for the spicy stuff as the link label for example, instant flag. DM me for the link, text over a suggestive photo, solicitation trigger, multiple suggestive stories in a row with no neutral content between them. The account risk score climbs across the sequence, not just per story. Any story with the actual word OnlyFans written on it, instant flag, don't do that. The safe formula is suggestive story with caption bait but no link, neutral story with link, rinse and repeat every day, forever. So going over the whole thing in 1 minute, so thirst trap only strategies worked from 2020 to 2023 because detection was weaker and recovery was easy. In 2026, detection has caught up, bans hit a device level, and starting over costs you a new phone, a new SIM, and days of setup work. Instagram scores content by stacking signals, outfit, pose, location, expression, framing. 1 spicy element with everything else neutral is safe. Multiple spicy elements stacked together get flagged even with no nudity. Context is the shield. A bikini on the beach reads as travel. The same bikini on a bed reads as adult. Give every suggestive photo a real reason to exist beyond me being hot for the camera. Personality is the moat. Faces, expressions, moments. Instagram protects accounts that look like real people with a spicy edge and suppresses accounts that look like faceless adult funnels. Feed mix, for every suggestive post, 2 or 3 neutral posts around it. Punctuation, not the sentence. Stories, spicy story with no link, then neutral story with the link, never both on the same story. The thirst trap era is not over, like creators can still post suggestive content and grow. What's over is the era where you could throw the whole feed at it and burn through accounts when they got banned. That playbook is completely done. The girls who are winning this year have Instagram accounts that look like normal creator accounts with a personality forward feed, occasional strategic spice, and clean story funnels. Their accounts survive, their reach grows, and their income compounds. If you recognise any of this in what you're doing right now, a feed that's 90% thirst traps, stories with the links on the spicy content, poses that stack every sexual signal into 1 photo, make sure to fix it this week, not next month. Do not wait around, do it this week. In fact, do it today, because the ban does not wait and the recovery costs more than most creators can afford anymore. make sure to sort this out today, because it's one of those things that if you just think like, oh, I'll just do it in a few days, like between now and then your account could be banned. And also as well, send this video to any girls who you know are still using this old playbook of the thirst traps, because it might be the video that could save their account too. And obviously subscribe if you enjoyed for more videos. I do post every single week. Like the video and comment what you want to see from me next. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this brought you value, and I'll see you in the next one.